everybody. I want to talk to you today about numerology. This is something that I have been reading recently and listening to some podcasts about, and I found it really interesting. If you're not familiar with numerology, there is literally hundreds of things you can find online. I definitely encourage you to Google it and look into it. But I'm going to explain in a nutshell, to the best of my ability, what you need to know and how it works. So basically, numerology or your life path number is a combination of your birthday, month, and year, and then there's a mathematical side to it. So I am a 7 life path number, which means I'm smart in knowledgeable ways, but I'm wise in spiritual ways, which I agree. I definitely have some spiritual sides to me. Your life path number represents who you are at your core, the person you are spending your lifetime learning to become. Have you ever sat there and thought, what am I doing? Why am I here? Why am I on earth? Why am I on earth? Like what do I need to do to fulfill my life's purpose? This numerology theory, which some are saying it's proven, I'm still looking for those research, things that are scientific. But I will say that the more I look into it, the more I can really understand and agree with a lot of what it says. So, in some ways, your life path number is like your sign. I'm a Pisces. It's an indicator of what is important to you, how you act, how you react, and how you really handle your life. Don't think of it though as a simple list of character traits. It's more of a unique set of positive and negative traits. It has both sides to it. So if you're looking into it, don't be shocked when it tells you that there are some bad qualities to you. Everyone has bad qualities. So when you are trying to figure out your life number, there are a few ways to calculate it, but there really is only one correct way that I'm seeing where a lot of people actually go in and figure out their numbers. It's almost like religion has different things, but at the end of the day, religion is a religion. So think of it like that. But this is the way that I calculated it. So what you do is you reduce each of the three parts of your birthday to a single digit. So my birth month is March, so 03. So my first digit would be 3. Then I add up that to my day, which is 7. And then I add up the year, 1982. So when I add all of that up, and then you take the numbers and you make it down to one single digit, mine comes up as a 7. So say your birthday is October 22nd, 1980, or 10/22/80. The first step is to reduce the month. So the number 10, you would add 1 plus 0. The result is 1. Step 2, you reduce the date, the day you were born. So 22 is a master number. And there are a few master numbers, 22, 11, and 33. If any of those numbers are what they are, you leave those. So in this particular case, 22, because you were born on the 22nd, you just leave it. Step 3, you would reduce your year. So 1980 equals 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 0 is 18. It's still double digits though. So you want to reduce it further. So 18 becomes 1 plus 8, which is 9. And then you would add the 3 resulting numbers. So 1 for the birth month, 22 plus 9 equals 32. 32 breaks down to 3 plus 2, which the life path number would be 5. So if you're born in October, on October 22nd, 1980, your life path number is 5. And I'll try to break this down for you in the comment section so you can actually follow the steps um, to help make you understand the process of it's a little confusing, but not really. Once you do it once or twice, you'll get the gist of it. And each life path represents different things. So, life path number one, people are born with the life path number one, are on a lifelong mission to exert their independence and step into their personal power. They carry a natural air of authority as a leader. So, if you're a life path number one, chances are you're in a position of authority in your work. Maybe you're the authoritative person in your home. You have a strong desire to keep it moving. So if you like the saying, keep it moving, or you constantly are trying to improve on things in your home, in your work life, in your relationships, chances are you're a life path number one. The feeling of isolation is many people with life paths will also help make progress cooperating with other people. So if you feel isolated, sometimes in life path number one, stepping into a other people's romantic relationships or their team work settings can be a little complicated for you because you tend to be the authoritative person all the time. Just try seeing from another perspective in their case. It is what my take is on being a life path number one. Your goals are probably not going to be the same as theirs, but in order to fulfill your purpose, you have to really get to that next stage of your um, life path. But basically, think of your path as like driving down a road, and every time you hit a stop sign, and things may not happen in the order they're supposed to happen in. But while other people are weighing their options and making long term plans, um, you could already be in motion. So you're just kind of think of yourself as like on the forefront of life. You're planning, you're ahead. Life path number two, these people are generally born, they have beautiful hearts. They're very caring, compassionate. They like to have, positive relationships in their lives. Their family and friendships are the most valuable thing in life to them. A person with a life path number two, they thrive in group settings. They will do everything they can, generally, to make things happy, easy, and make things work or be successful. They are very giving and they create long lasting connections with others. The subconscious mind is extremely powerful for a person born with a life path, too. They often know things about people they meet, or they're able to sense the undercurrent of a situation, almost to the point where it allows people with a life path number two to be on the forefront of a problem. Kind of like you already see, oh, this is going to be an issue and I need to fix it. So you're really good at that. Life path number three, and there's a lot more to these life paths than what I'm sharing with you. I'm just trying to make it simple. The life path number three are the charming, romanticized minds. They're very full of creative energy. They are known to embrace life, take life by the, whatever you want to call it, the cojones or whatever. They see the world through rose colored lenses, which is so funny because my ex husband used to say that I see the world through rose colored glasses. And I'm actually not a life path number three. So there are some things that you'll see in the other life path numbers that correlate with you. But a life path number three also tend to be really extroverted and they embrace opportunity to show off their original thoughts and ideas. So, if you're a person who is always coming up with original thoughts, ideas, and your personality, some people say, is like really quirky and outgoing, chances are you probably could be in life path number three. Life path number four, they are dedicated, down to earth, hardworking. They are a great source of stability. So, if you find that you're very stable in your work and your life, and you are not interested in ever going outside of your little comfort zone, your bubble, your box, you're probably a life path number 4. Um, and there's a little bit more to life path number 4. But basically, if you're life path number 4, you're very happy in your bubble and you have no desire to go outside of that bubble. But with that, the positives, you're very stable. You have stability because you make it a point to nurture your space and knowing all about your space and who's around you and your environment. That's your thing. Life path number 5, they are the adventurer. They are ready for anything and everything. They want to soak up everything that they can. They want to take on the world. They tend to learn about themselves and who they are by just going out into the world and experiencing things firsthand. They generally move on to, more and more fascinating things. So, if you're out discovering the world, and I imagine someone in this life path would be like an archaeologist. You like to discover things. You're being fulfilled by making your own decisions that are satisfying to you. You definitely like to make time for travel. That's key in your getting to know yourself. You like, your life path brings you to different places so you can get a different perspective and experience on things. You might be a little flighty in nature. It makes it tough to ever really get close to someone. If you find yourself constantly like one foot in, one foot out, I guess is how I would take that, then chances are you're probably a life path number 5. I will say that from what I've read and I understand, if you are a life path 5, your life's never going to be boring. You're very experimental and you like to engage and learn and all of these things that some of us stand on the outside and we're envious. Like, man, they took a trip alone to the middle of nowhere and found and saw these beautiful epic things, where someone like me, who's a little more introverted on that level, I'm not an introvert by any means, but I'm using that word in this perspective, whereas I would not just wander off into a cave alone, but you might. Life path number 6, people born with the life path 6 embrace their emotions. They lead with their heart. This is kind of similar to one of the first few life path numbers that I read. You're very warm and inviting. Others want to be around you. You um, you enjoy a lot of relationships throughout your life. You encounter people who are entirely different than you, but you would treat them with the same kindness and support that you would yourself. There are some natural abilities to connect with others and offer aid, advice to people. You would do well as a professional counselor, a mentor, a teacher. People who are natural humanitarians, they're eager to speak up, raise money. Philanthropy is huge. You offer a lot of emotional support. So I resonate a lot with life path number 6, but according to my birthday, I'm a 7. So it's kind of interesting. Like I said, when you read through these life path numbers, you'll see how they correlate with your life. And like I said, if you just figure out what your life path number is using the mathematical equation, you'll start to Google and just research life path meaning and put your number in. And there's just an influx of YouTube videos and information out there. I am a life path number 7, and it says that life path number 7, or number 7, are eternal students of the universe. They're individuals with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, and they enjoy looking into the inner workings of things. Man, this is very true. When I tell you that I'm constantly researching and digging, I should have been, like, I don't know, I should have been one of those people that, like, maybe a detective, but like on a whole other like forensic detective, someone that digs really deep, because I really get a lot of satisfaction out of finding knowledge and being able to present people with facts and things like that. It also says that they're a true thinker. They let their mind lead the way. From the moment of birth, I'm able to skillfully combine the exacting side of my brain with my divine intuitive sign. And I love this too because I'm very intuitive. I can sense, I'm an empath for starters, but that's not really part of my life path. But they say a lot of empaths are a 7 life path number. I can feel your emotions, your sense. If you're going through something, I have the ability to, one, know what you're feeling probably before you do. Or if you're feeling some type of way and you're trying to hide it from me, chances are I can already feel it. It's just something that happens to me. It says that we are smart in a knowledgeable way, but we're wise and spiritual. The life path number enjoys gaining book smarts, but they're also connected to their higher self more than most. We have great access to inner wisdom. I talked about this in a previous podcast: self actualization, realization, learning who you are, reevaluating yourself, your own actions is really important. And I do that a lot. So this also makes complete sense that I would do something like that. It says that strict doctrines that don't make room for new information are a turnoff for these inquisitive folk. Well, that is absolutely true. I'm not one to believe that there is just one book or set of rules. I think you can get from A to C by B, but you can also get there by going maybe backwards or sideways or diagonal. So I'll always look for that type of way to make myself, feel like I'm being productive. It says that professions require research, problem solving skills are a perfect fit for people like me. I don't tend to actually be in a research environment, but I do find myself constantly acting as almost like the problem solver in any position I'm in. Like I thrive when someone says they can't fix this or they can't figure this out or they wish they had more information on that. But moving on, life path number 8. It is life path number 8. Personality is hard work and hard lessons. You have to learn by getting hurt. Basically, you get your worth from accomplishing great things, but also you tend to keep doing it, which is a great thing. If you fail and you get held back, money and material goods are important to them. They are rewards and reminders of all the effort they put in. People in this life path direct all their energy into creating a life of success and abundance. Like it sounds negative, but it's actually a positive. I mean, the world needs all of us, but you really, really care about being successful and having abundance, like having nice things and a lot of money and wealth. These types of life path number are leaders. They don't take kindly to being told what to do. Again, this is a boss number. You definitely are. You're still learning that relationships are about harmony, but you come across authoritative. Even when you don't intentionally mean to, you're going to come across like, hey, listen to me, I'm the boss. Path number 8 is definitely, it's about knowing you're self-sufficient, and when you see you're prosperous to provide for loved ones, that is proof of your success. Life path number 9, there's a spiritual kind of magic that follows people born with a 9. They embody the wisdom of sage, it says, not by chance. You fought your way through many challenges to reach the point that you are. You've gained strength and awareness along the way. You will often find yourself in a position of providing support and advice, and this feels natural to you. The knowledge of having gained uh, feels incredibly valuable to you on your journey. You tend to be a little more spiritual, and you connect deeply with religion. And by spiritual, I mean like it could be whatever religion you are. If you're really, really into your religion and you connect with it on a really deep level, chances are you're a life path number 9. Life path number 9 has become so accustomed to enduring challenges that others may not even notice when they're in need. And unfortunately, they have a very difficult time asking for help. I can also relate to this. I hate asking for help from anyone. And I definitely find myself just freely thinking and solving problems on my own. So, again, back to these do kind of blend in a little bit together. But when you do your own research and you find out your life path number, you'll see what resonates with you, and see all of the different perspectives. And I guarantee you that you're going to come back and say, wow, I didn't even know this was a thing, because I didn't. And then you're going to say, wow, this is like, it's so true. It says life path number 9 also. Your karmic responsibility is to receive support in return. So even though you're not asking for help, you do need that to feel good. Life path number 11. The life path number 11 are intuitive and exhibit psychic abilities, they say. Has anyone ever seen the numbers 1111? So that's a whole other podcast about numbers and sequential numbers. But life path number 11 and 1111 is often a sign of psychic or the universe speaking to you when you see that. Having any master number as a life path can come with its own complications. So 11 is also a master number. Confidence and worry can plague you constantly. They will be able to channel intuition. They are incredibly spiritual, and their energies are coursing through their veins every single day. They believe in a higher power. Like, your life purpose is, there is something bigger and greater out there that is your destiny. And you are always assessing the higher truths about life. And chances are, if you're listening to this, it's because you were doing some kind of research. If this type of thing interests you, it's because your life path is bringing you here. It's there's so much more truth about organized religion and digging deeper, that if you look into it, you'll see, that there's more to it. And you're going to just go off on this journey of learning these things, because this is what your life path or purpose is. Life path number 22. 22 is also a master number. This is called the master builder. It is a very special power to turn a dream into concrete realities. You're usually very spiritually connected. You feel the responsibility and the burden to use a cosmic gift to better the future of the world. Life path 22, you are extremely dedicated. You are not afraid of putting in hard work, but it's not about climbing a corporate ladder or getting to the top position in your office. You work hard to be of service to others. You're always trying to improve humankind in some way. So chances are you are volunteering, or you're in some type of job like running a nonprofit. You also are not only able to lead yourself, but you can lead others, and you don't rely on your emotions. I'm very emotional. So this would be a great feature to have in my life path, but it's just not who I am. But you have the ability to, get these things done without letting your emotions cloud your judgment, so to speak. Your ambition is unmatched to any other number, and you set the bar high. That is your life path. Life path 33 is very rare. It takes a specific and uncommon combination of numbers in a person's day to get to this level. And there's so much information about life path 33, but basically you're the master teacher. You are a healer. You are a great spiritual leader. If you are life path 33, I would love for you to tell me that either through my Facebook page or comment on this in the comment section, and I'll make sure to add that on there. It basically says that you can almost your entire lives are committed to mastering, your life path number, all the work you do, your self-actualization. People with this life path number are able to achieve like really great things regarding life and spiritualness. But if any of this is interesting to you, I really, really recommend that you look into it. And like I said, I'm going to put the information on how to calculate your life path number. But numerology, life path numbers, they really are becoming like this new spin on, like the old fashioned, and I say old fashioned, but like Pisces, Libra, what your spiritual sign is. If you read your astrology signs, then the numerology side of it's really, really cool and interesting. And you can see how they kind of blend together. But I hope you enjoyed this podcast. And like I said, let me know if you have any questions or if you do any research and you find out anything really interesting. And also if you just want to share what your life path number is and if it actually helped you. I hope you guys have a great day.